Hello guys, welcome in. Welcome in guys. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Hello guys. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Thursday. So it is Thursday. It is Eastern Standard Time around 1 p.m. And if you're not on Eastern Standard Time at 1 p.m., then you're watching a replay and you're welcome in. We're doing a crochet live here talking about everything crochet while I am crocheting, so please watch. And if you have a comment. If you have a question, leave it in the comment section and I will get back to you. All right, I've got to remember where I am. I have been working on Donna's cat pillow cover, so she has given me the green light to sew everything together. So I'm going to be sewing everything up for her. All right, I have to remember what I'm doing here. Okay. And then we're going to be going to babysit the cats. Hello, Donna. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hello. I am so excited to sew up everything. How are you? Hello, Salem. Welcome in. Hello, everybody. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, guys. All right, I have a little bit of a dry eye. A little bit of a dry eye right here. Oh, it drives me batty. Hello, Aspen. How are you? How's your job thing going? Hello, hello. So I am still working on the virus shawl when I'm on lives. It's too hard to do anything else when I'm on my lives. So I always pick a nice, easy project, but I am working on Donna's cat pillow cover. Oh my gosh, the kitties that she sent. I was so nervous, Donna, to make those cats. And I'm so glad you liked all of those cats because I was sweating bullets making those cats. Hello, Gladys. Aspen, how are you doing today? Hello, guys. Welcome in. Sparkly yarn. I know it's so pretty, but I don't really use a lot of sparkle yarn. Hello, Kimberly. I know that I have used sparkle green, white, and red for a pocket shawl that I made for somebody for Christmas time. They were working in a old folks home or cancer or something. They were working in a hospital where they were going up and dressing up for the patients for Christmas. And she wanted a Christmas pocket shawl, so I made that for her. Hello. Just working on mesh top ideas. Oh, nice. I have so many ideas in my mind that I've got to do. I've got a lot of ideas. Hello, Sunshine. Welcome in, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? Star Girl, hello. Is that my Star Girl? Is that Lily? Hello. Oh, no, 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 no. You didn't stress me out, but I was like, I've never had so much detailed of a kitty. So I was like, I have to do these kitties justice. And I'm so glad you liked them because I'm such a perfectionist. I look at them and I think, are they good enough? Are they, are they not good enough? So I'm glad she liked all the kitties. Oh, nice. You did a tapestry. What was the design? And my Star Girl is in Vegas right now. Welcome in, guys. Hello. How's everybody doing? It's a nice cool morning. I'm glad it's not too hot. So I am working on a virus shawl. Let me go down here a little bit. Again, this is not my pattern. I'm just making one, and I do have a tutorial for the virus shawl, which is not my pattern. It's not my pattern, guys. And I do have a tutorial just to help people through the stitches. Good morning, Dee. How are you? A scorpion. Oh, cool. Do you get scorpions in Idaho? I had a scorpion. Oh, thank you, Donna. I had a dead scorpion in one of our little bug traps in my bedroom. So there was a scorpion in my bedroom. It doesn't stretch. I'm nervous about making one with acrylic. Oh, okay. Yeah, because the one that you made, that's cotton, right? Yes. Everybody making them with acrylic. I think if you used it tight enough and it was, I think it would be fine. Has anybody ever seen a scorpion in real life? I had one in the trap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I must have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I got it. Hello, guys. How are you? How is everybody today? All right, got my eye here. Hello, Nene. How are you? So, Latoya, who ordered I think Latoya ordered stitch markers the other day, and I have her order that I need to, did I ship it? No, that was that was Keith's order that I still need to ship. I shipped Latoya's stitch markers. And she sent me a picture of a virus shawl that she made using my tutorial. So she said that she was a beginner and she was intimidated by it, but she was able to do it and it came out so beautiful. And she sent me a picture and thanked me for making the tutorial. Scorpions, only at the zoo. I know. Yes, I had one in my bedroom. I have never tried a tapestry, but I have done the knitting where I did the graph to make a Easter bunny and grass and all of that. So I'm assuming it's the same exact way. You just got to do one stitch at a time in a certain color. Yes, when I lived in Vegas, yes. So we get them here, but I've never seen one in my, there was, when my daughter was living in this casita, her senior year in high school, she found one in the tub and that was about it. But I've never had one in my bedroom before and there was one in there. Hello from the UK. Oh, nice. I am so glad, Bethany. Please watch them because I am trying to get each of my vlogs up to 1,000 views. So if anybody has the time to just rewatch them at any point, I think the rewatches counts for the view count. So try to rewatch them if you have time, if you're cooking, going in the shower. I'm trying to get the view count up to 1,000, so I need some more views, guys. Oh, cool. I know. I was like, what is this? I showed my husband, I said, what is in the trap? And he said, it's a scorpion. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was in my room? But he said they only really move around at night. So he doesn't know really how it got into my room because I don't open my sliding door up at night, but it's probably it got into the sliding door somehow. And then when I was opening the sliding door in the day to let the fresh air in, it probably got in somehow, but I rewatched all. Oh, nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know. I'm trying to get a fan base here. It's really hard to grow when people have certain channels that they love and they don't really watch other people. So I'm so glad that you guys are giving me a chance when I come onto YouTube that you're watching some of my content and watching my vlogs. Today we are going to babysit the cat. So right after my vlog, I'm going to chug down a protein shake and then we're going to head up to see the kitties. Is Lily still here? We're going to visit the kitties and spend some time with her cats. You crochet so fast. I am not. Yes. Okay. So Nene, it's because I'm mirrored. I am mirrored. If I am not mirrored, then when I'm looking in my phone, I'm looking as it if is I'm looking at my phone screen as if I'm looking into the mirror. So when I'm lifting this arm, just like when you're looking in the mirror and you lift this arm, the right arm goes up. But what happens if I'm not mirrored, when I'm doing my videos, if I'm not mirrored, when I lift this hand, the other hand goes up. And when I try to move something to the left, it moves it to the right. And everything is like opposite. So I have to have my screen mirrored. So it's so weird because I think I'm in the United States. Hello, Gemma. So when I am on YouTube, I think everything is reversed. So I think you're looking at it reversed. I'm not sure. And I think on TikTok, it's like if I hold something up with writing, do you guys see it? Let me hold something up with writing. What do I have with writing? Okay, so if I hold up this mug, when I see it in my screen, I can't read it because it's backwards. Are you guys seeing it backwards too? But then on TikTok, if I hold it up, to me it looks backwards, but I think for you guys it looks the right way. See, it's backwards here. Yeah, see, and then on TikTok, I think you guys see it, you can read the words, which I can't. Everything for me is backwards, so it's really weird. I don't know how to explain it, but I am right-handed, but it will look like I'm left-handed, but I am right-handed. I know, yes. So I guess he's adopting, or not adopting. I think he's going to be fostering kids. So that's where his focus is right now. I texted him about a month or so and said, "Hey, are you okay? What is going on?" And he said he's getting his house ready and his life ready for foster kids. So he's going to be doing that. Hello, hello, everybody. Deb, hello. Nene, hello. Sunshine. How are you doing, Sunshine? How is everything in Arizona? Are you doing okay still? And if I'm talking a little weird, guys, it's because I keep chewing. When I talk and I eat, sometimes I'm chewing like the right inside of my mouth, or the left inside of my mouth. I think what happened was I had a tooth that was like falling over a little bit because I had a tooth pulled when I was really younger. So I have like a gap down here. And I think it was like giving me a little bit of pain, you know, because it was like falling over a little bit as we age. And so I think it's because I've been chewing on this side for the last few months to like combat this. And I think it's changed my bite. And now when I eat, I'm like chomping down on the inside of my mouth here and it's really sore. It is so sore. So if I'm talking a little funny, it's because I've been chewing by accident. Did Sophie get in? Yes. Sophie, I don't know. She's assuming she's going to get an A. With all of her classes, she's getting A's, I believe. She has an A so far in her class. And I think she's assuming she's going to get an A. But her last class is today. She's done. And then all she has to do is I think there's one more final that she has to pass in. That's a long toll. I know, yes. Do you think a Viber shawl would make, oh yes, absolutely, Jennifer. Yeah, are you going to make her one? Jennifer, that would be an awesome gift. Yeah, I think anybody would like a Viber shawl. Definitely, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello, Brittany. Okay, so I need to go 4 here. Okay, one more. One more. It's a nice, cool, sunny day. I have 3 I would make. Oh, yes, yeah. Yep, I know that. I had a mother and a mother-in-law, and I have a birth mother. So I have 3 because my parents get divorced. So I have my mother, I have my stepmother, and then I have a birth mother, which doesn't even know about me. I mean, of course she knew that she gave me away for adoption, but she doesn't know that I have found her daughter. So, oh, thank you. Hello, yay, yay. Am I saying, is it Yaya? Is it Yaya? It's probably Yaya, right? Correct me if I'm ever saying you guys' names wrong. It's probably Yaya and not Yay. Yay, yay. Yes, okay, good. Hello. Oh, nice, Barbara. Awesome. I'm glad I'm reaching more crocheters here. While everybody is here, hit that thumbs up button while you're here, guys. And has everybody seen the new vlog? And you've seen Sophie's art project? That was just so fun. I'm just so proud of her. And I don't know if everybody has heard, but she's gotten an internship at the coolest tattoo parlor in town. So I am so excited for her. She's going to be so cool. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, my birth mother doesn't know you found her. Is she living? Yes, so she is living. And Jennifer, it's a crazy story. So do you guys want to hear it? Oh no. Oh my gosh. anyone want to be my mom? Mother-in-laws can be, yeah. Mother-in-laws can be very like weird, very weird. Luckily, my mother-in-law is, she can't remember who I am. Oh, okay. So here's the story. Here's the story, guys. Hello. All right. So I was given away for adoption when I was born. So I don't think my birth mother ever held me or anything. She gave birth and she went to the hospital planning to give me away for birth. And she was divorced. So she had already had a 3-year-old daughter. I think she was around 4 when I was born. So she had a 4-year-old daughter with her first husband, and they got divorced when my older sister was about 1. So maybe a year after my older sister was born, she got a divorce. Okay. Yes. What is your question, Yolanda? And then she found herself pregnant, and this was back in the 60s, and so she did not want to keep me. So she moved away when she was starting to really show, I think, and then she went to a hospital and gave me away after birth. And then I was adopted by my mom around 15 days old, and my mother told me the whole story. So I've always known that I was adopted, never ashamed of it, never embarrassed about it, never felt weird about it, never wanted to find my birth mother because I had no ill will towards her. I had no negative feelings for her at all, and I never wanted to interrupt her life, so I never wanted to pursue to find her. But my mother that adopted me, she was always, yeah, what is your question, Yolanda? My mother that adopted me told me the whole thing, and she always wanted me to find my birth mother so that I could find my sister, my older sister. And I really didn't care. Didn't care if I had an older sister. So then fast forward to I'm around 50, I'm over 50 years old. This is when I'm over 50. Let's see. Do I have any free patterns? Yes, I have all kinds of free patterns on my channel. All kinds of free patterns. And then I do a tutorial for the virus shawl. The virus shawl is not my pattern. I've never claimed it to be my pattern. I'm not sure who made the virus shawl because it's been around for so long and it's free everywhere. So I did do a tutorial, and lots of other people have done tutorials, and I don't claim it to be my pattern. I just help people through all the changes and counting and everything, and that's all it is. Yeah, what is your question? Can you do it after, or can you do it after or during the live? What? Brittany, what is your question? Brittany, I'm not sure what your question is. Okay, so anyway, let's see. So anyway, fast forward to I'm over 50 years old. And my husband has always wanted to find out like what ethnicity I am or something like that. Am I French? Am I German? Is that what I'm talking about? Ethnicity, or am I using the right word? Anyway, he wanted to know like what I was. And so we did, he bought me, I don't think he bought him. I think he bought me a 23andMe. So I did the 23andMe. What is the question, Brittany? Yes, yeah, I've heard, yeah. Yes, I have heard Mary B. Yes, that is so cool, yeah. Yep, because I knew that someone was going to buy it. Yes, it's just manufactured and someone is going to put their label on it. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So he bought me a 23andMe. So I did my 23andMe, and I found out that I'm French and I'm Irish and I'm German, and I'm 1/5 Cuban, where's the Cuban skin? I would love to have golden Cuban skin, but I don't. So anyway, I'm all these, whatever I am. And then, and I'm 1/4, I think, Scandinavian or something like that. Hello. Yeah, you can answer. I don't know what your question is, Yolanda. Yolanda, did you ask me? Or you can message my Etsy. You can message my Etsy is the best place to ask me a question. That way I won't be giving away my pattern here on live. So anyway, oh, nice. Yeah, go to Michael's, go to a Joann store. They might have some yarn. Usually I buy at Joann's. or Michael's or Walmart. So try those stores or Hobby Lobby. Try to find a Hobby Lobby, search a Hobby Lobby. Okay, so getting back to my adoption story. Um, so, okay, so we did, okay, so I had all these cousins and I had all these cousins that I was related to, and they were messaging me saying, I don't know you. How are you my cousin? And I'm like, I don't know who you are. I'm adopted. I don't know who my, birth parents are. So I don't know how I'm related to you. I don't know if I'm related through the dad's side or the mother's side. I can't tell you. And they had all these different names, right? They had all these different last names. And I'm like, I have no idea how I'm related to you. So then one of these people ended up matching me as a first cousin. Just one was a first cousin that was contacting me. And I was like, oh, a first cousin is really close. And he's like, I don't know who you are. And I'm like, I don't know who I am either. So I said, but if we're matching as a first cousin, if you could match, if your parents are alive, if you could test them, then that would tell us how we're related, if you can test your parents. And he's like, oh, I've already ordered a kit for my mom, and we're waiting for the results. So I'm like, oh my gosh, wow. And the funniest thing he said was, my mom thinks you might be sisters because maybe her dad, maybe her, what was it? Maybe her dad. She was thinking maybe her dad had relations with another woman, I think, or something like that, whatever it was. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, really? It has an exclusive. Is that why they don't sell the Red Heart roll with it, I wonder? I wonder if that's why they don't sell the roll with it. So, okay. I have been crocheting for over 26 years. I started when I was around 32, and I'm not counting when I was younger and learned how to crochet. I'm just talking like when I really started crocheting a lot of stuff. Okay, so getting back to the adoption story. He got, all of a sudden, his mom got tested, and guess what her results were? I missed one. Sister, half sister. It said half sister on 23andMe. I mean, what are the odds in the world that my half sister that I've known about my whole life is matching with me? Like, she would have to do a 23andMe to match with me. So I was like, oh my gosh, you're my long lost half sister that I've always known about. And she's like, I've never known about a half sister. You must be from my dad's. My dad must have, had another girl somewhere, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, I think I'm from your mom. I think I'm from your mom. And she's like, no, there's no way you're from my mom. My mom did not have a baby that I didn't know about. And I said, I think I'm from your mom. So she's like, there's no way you could be from my mom. You have to be from my dad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she kept saying, you must be from my dad. And I'm like, well, maybe I'm from your dad. Can you send me a picture? Because I've never seen anybody that's looked like me, because I've never known any of my relatives. And so she was just not sending me a picture. And weeks would go by and she was just not sending me any pictures of the dad. Thank you, Samantha. Oh, awesome. Mary B. I'm going to be turning 60 next year. So anyway, all right. So I remembered, okay, bye, hi. So I remembered, hello, new here. Hello, Samantha, welcome in. So I'm telling my adoption story, Samantha, if you're popping in. Okay, so I remembered that in my baby book, my mom had, I'm trying to get a good angle so you can see what I'm crocheting. So in my baby book, I remember that my mom had asked the adoption agency all kinds of questions when she adopted me. And they told her as much as they had asked the lady that gave me away for adoption. And so I typed all the description that my mother was given from the adoption agency. Yeah, I'm 59. I'm going to be 60 next year. And there's no filter on here. I don't have the filter on at all. And so, all right, so I typed everything and it said, I know, yes. So, hello, mermaid. How are you? I'm telling my adoption story in case anybody's interested. And so, I typed everything that was in my baby book. It said that the lady was, yeah, everybody hit the thumbs up. The lady said that the adoption agency said that this girl had like brown hair with red highlight or auburn highlights, very attractive. I think she was like 5'3" or 2 or something, whatever it was. That she was the youngest of 6 children. I think it was the youngest of 6 children. And it mentioned what her parents' employment was, that they had glasses, whatever. It told a whole description of the woman. Now, if you don't know who this is, then you have no idea who it is. But if someone were to describe your mother and they said that she was the youngest of 6, you would know, like, my mother isn't the youngest of 6 that adopted me. So your mother would have to be the youngest of 6 and would have to be, they said where she lived, the general area of where the state where I was adopted, not the exact town, but sort of like northern, whatever. And you would know if this is your, you would know if this is your mother or not, right? Hello. Oh, I'm glad you guys find it interesting. So this is my adoption story. So, okay, so you would know if this is your mother, right? So I typed this whole thing to my half sister that I am meeting for the first, like talking with, I think, no, we were just emailing at this point. So I emailed her this whole description of the mom. And then I heard nothing, like I heard nothing back. And she was like replying to me up until then. And all of a sudden there's like no response. Hello, how are you? I am, I'm telling my adoption story, guys. So I kept saying, are you there? Are you there? And just nothing. And I think an hour went by or so. And then I'm like, are you still there? Are you okay? Was that your mom? Because either that's your mom or it's not your mom. You would know immediately if they're describing your mother. And so she said, nope, that's not my mom. Nothing rings a bell. That's not my mom. You must be from my dad. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not from her mom. I must be from her dad. And I said, can I have a picture of your dad? Because I've never seen what my father looks like. So again, she would not send any photo of the father. And I kept asking, can I have a photo? I really want to know, like, what is his name? What's he like? What was he like? What does he look like? What's his name? And she wasn't getting back to me. She wasn't getting back to me. So I was praying about it. I kept praying that she would have a change of heart. I kept praying that she would have a change of heart, that she would, I kept praying that her heart would be softened and she would want me to know the truth. Because I really, really, really thought that I was her mom. But even if I was from her dad, I really wanted her to feel for me and know that I want a picture of my dad. I want to know what his name is, so I have, can get something. So about a month went by, I think around a month, and all of a sudden I get an email, and we had only been emailing. So I got an email, and I'm getting chills just remembering the story. So I get an email from her, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it says, Melody, can we talk? Can I call you? And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh, this is big. Okay, so there was only 2 things that could happen. Either one, she was going to tell me to get lost, don't stop contacting me, or she was going to give me information on my dad. I guess 3 things. Or she was going to give me information on my dad, or maybe I'm from her mom. Well, what do you think happened? So I get on the phone, and the first thing she said was, I'm really sorry. I lied to you. She said, when you sent me that email about your mom, describing your mom, um, I was in shock. She said, I couldn't believe it because that was my mom. She said, that was my mom to a T. Like you described my mom. And I know. So, she was just such in shock, and she's like, "I can't believe my mom gave you away, and I was 4. How could that have happened? How did I didn't know?" And I said, "You don't know. When you're a kid, I don't remember. My mother had a baby boy, when I was around 3. I don't remember my mother being pregnant. I don't remember that. I remember it in pictures, but I don't remember it in real life." So anyway, she said, she was like, "I'm so sorry I lied to you, but I'm in total shock. I cannot believe that this happened. I don't know what to say." And she had her son with her on the phone. And she was like, so shocked. She was like in total shock. She said, "I've never known about you." And I said, "Well, I've known about you my whole life, but I didn't know who you were, but I've known a lot about you. And that I've known that you exist." And she said, "I've never known you existed. I don't know why this happened." And so anyway, she said, "I really don't feel comfortable telling my mom about this." And I said, "That's fine, because I've never wanted to find my real mother. I've never wanted to interrupt her life or embarrass her or bring up bad memories or anything. I've never wanted to, interrupt her life at all." And I said, "That's fine. You don't even have to tell her, because I don't feel the need to meet her. But," I said, "I would love for you to give me her name and a picture so I can see what she looks like." And so she told me her name. She sent me pictures of her, and I was like, I look just like her, and a little bit. I wouldn't say I look just like her, but I look like her and the dad, which I will eventually find the dad later on, like maybe 6 months later or a year later or something like that. But I look enough like her that my sister's husband said, "Yes, you all look alike. You really do." But anyway, isn't that like an amazing story? So we have been talking and chatting. We call each other. I drove down to the state where she lives in, and I met her. My half sister. I met her husband. We went to a different state and met her son, because her son was actually closer to me than she was. And so we've met her son, my nephew, and isn't that just the most amazing story? But she has never told her mom. Yeah. So her mom still does not know, and she hasn't told any other relatives. The only people that know about me are her husband and her son, and that's it. She hasn't, and there's another sister. So after I was born, like 4 years later, she got remarried and she had another daughter. So there's another sister. And it's just like, I think it's just the most amazing story. And my sister wanted one of my shawls. She didn't pay for it. I sent it to her. So I sent her a shawl for my sister, and I sent a shawl for my mother, because she said, "Oh, my mother would really like a blue one." So I sent a shawl for my birth mother that doesn't know about me. But she didn't have the heart to give it to her, because she said she couldn't stand, she would not be able to see her mother wearing the shawl, knowing that the daughter that she gave away at birth made that shawl. And now she's wearing the shawl of the baby that she gave away over 50 years ago. And she couldn't take it. So I'm like, oh my gosh, that would have been the best story if you would have. Oh, and Jennifer, and she said when she called me on the phone, she said that she had a change of heart. She said those exact words. She said, "I kept thinking about you, and I kept thinking about you, and I just kept knowing that you were thinking that my dad was your dad, and he wasn't. And I just had a change of heart, and I had to tell you the truth." And she said those exact words that I was praying for. So I was like, oh my gosh, it was just the most amazing. It was the most amazing event in my whole life, like finding my half sister and about my mom and all of that. And I just think it was just like the most incredible thing. Yes. Oh, wow. Yes. I know. It is so weird, Mermaid, because some people, I know it is a hallmark. It is, Nene. It really is. I have two half sisters. Sisters are so important. Yes. I want to 23andMe, but I never have. Prayers answered. Yes. Isn't that unbelievable? It is just so unbelievable. So my mom still does not know about me, and I have no problem with that. I really don't. And my sister and I, you know, we chat on the phone, we text each other, and we've met in person. And isn't that just the most amazing story? But I really wish she'd have given the mom the shawl that I made, because I think that would have been like, imagine if you gave a baby away for adoption, and then 50 some years later, you're wearing a shawl that your daughter gives you and you don't know it, but the baby that you gave away for adoption made that shawl and you're wearing it. How could that even happen? I think that would be in a movie. Oh, yes. I know. I know. Some people, sometimes they're embarrassed, and it's okay. You know, there's like no shame at all. Yep. Yes, I've never had any ill will towards her. Yes, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Life is life. Yes, absolutely. And I've never felt, you know, anything for her. Really wish she would have given the name. I know, I wish she would have. Yes. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That would have been so cool. Yes, back in the 60s, times were very different, and they were embarrassed and ashamed. And nowadays, it really doesn't matter. And I've told my sister many times, because she's like, I don't know if I should tell her or not. I really feel like I'm, you know, keeping something from her, but I don't know. I don't think she would deal with it well. And I'm like, it doesn't matter to me. It does not matter to me. So you do whatever you want to do, because it doesn't matter. I know the only thing I wanted my whole life was a photo and a name. And I said, you gave it to me. So that's all I wanted. Where did you put the green loaf hat? Right here? This one? Where did you put the green loaf cat? This green loaf cat? Oh, you mean the stuffed one. The stuffed one is right back here. This one, it's right there. You want me to bring it up with the other kitties? I know. I know, yeah. I know. My sister says with her temperament, she would be very upset and she would not be happy. And she thinks that she would actually not want to speak to my sister. She would be like that way about it. And she doesn't, she's in her late 70s and she doesn't know how much longer she has with her mom. And she doesn't want the last years to be like, you know, any type of friction. I am. I know. Aren't they so cute? My daughter gave me the stuffed ones. My daughter gave me these two. I made this one. So the pattern for this one is false bubbles that I made. So I made this one and I made this one from false bubbles pattern. And I changed a lot to it. Mm, Where did you, yeah, false bubbles. Yep, false bubbles pattern. But I did my own feet. And I did the tail a little different, and I embroidered the eyes on, I think, I can't remember what she did for the eyes, but I did the face a little different, and I did my own feet. I didn't like the way that she did her feet, so I did different feet. Luckily, I am not a grandma yet. I do not like doing amigurumis. Seems like she's a good mom and had her reasons. Oh, yes. I think the mom would want to know, especially with being, oh, could get to know you perfect. I know. Did you watch Ella Rose Crochet? No, I do watch her. Yes, I love her channel. She does the best videos. She is just awesome. And I love her little the little things that she makes, her little stuffies that she makes, or what do you call them? The little animals, I guess, or toys, I guess she calls them. Yes, I know. I know. I know, Gemma. Can you imagine that? I just thought that that was the coolest thing. Like when I sent that shawl to her, I thought, "Oh my gosh, my birth mother who doesn't even know that I have found her is going to be wearing the shawl that I made." And it was just so weird. Okay, so let me tell you another story. So then I did some digging around and I found out who my birth father was because they were not married. They were not a couple. So I found out who my birth father was because I just followed trees and I did some digging around on Facebook and seeing who was grandparents. So on my dad's side, there's the tree and then there's a missing person and then there's me. So I just looked and found the trees that were matched up and I found who my birth father was. And I contacted his third wife because he's remarried for the third time. So I contacted her and I sent her a message on Messenger and I sort of explained that, hello, I'm alive. I'm your husband's child from the 60s. And it took a while for them to get back to me. It took about a month. And then she's like, I don't know how you think that he's your dad, blah, blah, blah. And I said, it's 23andMe. It's genealogy. You know, I'm there. And so anyway, it took them a long time to grasp because again, they're in their late 70s, early 80s, and they were not understanding the whole thing. Does the granny square tutorial show how you do a half square? Oh, a half square? I know that I have seen, okay, to start the shrug, do I measure my back? No, you're going to be measuring Yolanda, your fingertip to fingertip. So you're going to measure your wingspan is your fingertip to fingertip. And then do what it says in the pattern for that. And then you're going to be measuring your wrist to your underarm. And that's all you need to know. Once you go from your wrist to your underarm, that's going to give you that. And then you're going to try it on. You're going to put stitch markers and you're going to see if everything fits right. But you shouldn't have to measure your back because you're going from your to your wrist to your underarms and that should fit your back nicely. You can measure your back and the middle part is going to be your back, but it's up to you if you want to measure your back or not, you can. Does that help you, Yolanda? And D, you're asking about a half square? Yeah, I think there's probably videos that do a half square. I think I've seen just about everything on YouTube. Anybody has, you can find almost any tutorial for anything on YouTube. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Hello, Starlyn, how are you? Okay, did I get her stuffed toys? Yeah, her stuffed toys are so cute. Yeah. Does that help you, Yolanda? So you're measuring your wingspan, okay? You're going to be making it long. So that's the measurement that you start out with. And then you're going to measure your under your arms and put your markers. But it's best to message me on Etsy. And that way I'm not, you know, giving all the instructions on making the shrug on my live. In the dark, it's the dark. Yes, I know. Oh, I know. And they're all coming out now, Donna. Yes. All the DNA. And okay, so what was I going to say? Oh, okay. So getting back to my birth father. So the third wife, she actually ordered from my shop. She ordered a shawl. So the dad that never even knew about me, he did not ever know about me at all. His third wife wears a shawl that I made. So when he sees his wife wearing the shawl that I made, he knows that it's made from the daughter that he never knew that he had from the 60s. Isn't that wild? Oh, so she has ordered from my shop. I just think it's an interesting story for sure. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know. Okay, so I've never actually spoken to him. Can I see the shows? What? So, what I did was I messaged her. So she messages me And then the dad, his birthday is like a week before my birthday. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I messaged him because she told me his birthday, which I knew anyway because I had already searched up all of his information. So I messaged him on his birthday to say happy birthday, and he messaged me back, thank you. And that's the only thing he's ever said to me, ever. But the wife says that they do want to meet me. They want me to go to where the state where they are to meet them. But they don't want anybody else to know about me. And they said, how do we know for sure that he's your dad? And I said, because it's on the genealogy. And I said, if you wanted to know for sure, we could do a paternity test. I'm fine with that. And they said, well, if we do a paternity test, we would want to guarantee that it stayed private and no one knew about it. And I said, well, that's kind of hard because it's on 23andMe. Anybody that's related to me or you can see me. I'm there. And so I didn't go visit him. We were in the state and I didn't even visit because I thought that was a little weird. They don't want anybody else to know about me. And they want me to be a secret, but they want to meet me. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I did too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I am only going to be having them available when I do them. Yeah. So when I do them, they will be available. I'm going to have this one available when I get done with it. I only work on it with my live. That's crazy. They don't want anybody to know about it. I know. Forget you want to meet me, but then you don't want anybody to know about me. And it's really weird because the wife kept saying, we still don't know how you think we're related to you. Like, who are you related to on the 23andMe that you keep talking about? So I sent him snapshots of all the people that I'm related to. And she kept saying, that's his brother, that's his sister, that's his other brother. So I'm related to all of his relatives. And it's like, they can see me. I can see them. They can see me. I can't find a solid half granny square tutorial. I am trying to think for a solid, for a regular, or one like this, D, a half one like this. I have seen it done. I swear I've seen it done. I know I've seen it done somewhere. You can't find a half. I know. It's like, what? Did the wife that ordered the shawl know who? Yes, she did. Yes. Yeah. So shortly after we were talking and stuff, and I told her, I crochet. I have an Etsy shop. I crochet. I told her about my Etsy. Like a few months later, I had a sale and I recognized the name and the state. And I'm like, I messaged her and I said, did you just order a shawl for my shop? And she's like, yes. And I said, oh, okay. She ordered a lilac horizontal shawl that I made from when I was first making them in my own pattern. She ordered one of those. I think it's not as hard as you think, Dee. Can I put in for a specific colorway? I could probably put you on my wait list. Yeah, but I don't know when I'm going to get to it because I would have to have the yarn and all of that. And yeah, I do my shawls in a half granny square. I found, oh, okay. So yeah, it's almost like making a handkerchief, right? So D, it's just like making a handkerchief. Start with, right, Salem? Because I think we do around the same type of handkerchief. Yeah, is this a half a granny square? Yes. So just look up a pattern for a handkerchief, for a bandana. I know, yes. Right? This is half a granny square, correct? Yeah, so D, just look up a pattern for it. This is by Okay, I cannot remember who this is from. If you look on my TikToks from bandanas, you will see the creator in the description. But I cannot remember I cannot remember who this person was at all. Oh, maybe it's that. Yeah, is it Adore Crochet? No, solid one. Okay. It's probably, oh, yeah, I'd have to think about it. I would have to think about it. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to figure that out. I'm sure it's very, very similar. I'm sure it's super similar to that. Yes, and she's very nice. Yeah, she's very nice. But the whole thing was like, we want to meet you. Come down here to our state, which is in the other side of the country. But we don't want to tell anybody about you, and we don't want anybody to know about you. And on the dad side, I have like 5 other siblings. I have older siblings. I have younger siblings. I have like 5 extra siblings on his side that are half, because he's been married 3 times, so he has lots of half children, half brothers and sisters. And one of them knows about me because before I found him, I found a half brother. And I'm like, oh, I think your dad is my dad. And he's like, I didn't even find out about my dad until I was in college. So the cat's out of the bag. I think Passionate Kelsey, yeah. Oh, maybe she has a solid one? It might be. I think hers is, I think hers is like this though. I think it's sort of like this. I don't know if hers is a solid one. Not sure. I know Passionate Kelsey has one, but I'm not sure if it's a solid one. But it might be. You can look. Not ride. Wife Shuri messed me up. What? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and I got to keep track of the time because we are going to babysit the kitties. They are probably meowing right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. They all know about you, but don't know each other. I know. And the funny thing is that they haven't reached out and said, who are you? How are you related? Because I've had people on my mother's side reach out to me on 23andMe and saying, I know everybody in the family and I don't know you. Who are you? And I'm like, I tell them the whole story, and I tell them the whole thing. And I said, the sister doesn't want the mom to know, so we're sort of keeping that. And they're like, oh, okay, that's fine. I won't tell, I won't divulge it to her. So people know. And people respect it when you tell them that story. I've had a couple people say, oh, okay, no problem. Hello, Elna. How are you guys? How is everybody doing? Hello, hello. Welcome in, guys. While you're here, hit that thumbs up button. And when you watch a video, hit the thumbs up button. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this one is I'm going to show you the yarn that I'm using. It's very Southwestern. So this one is a mandala cake. It's a Lion brand, and it's called Sphinx. And this is the same colorway that I use for the shawl. I mean, not the shawl, the shrug that I was wearing a couple days ago. I am making a virus shawl. Making the virus shawl. Not my pattern. Just making it. No. Oh, thank you, Nene. No, he's retired. He does not do construction, but he's going to be building our house in Maine. Did everybody that was on my live yesterday for TikTok enjoy him coming on and telling us all about gems and rocks and stuff? Kimberly, were you there? Did everybody enjoy that? Yes, this is a beautiful colorway. So this is a Lion's brand mandala in Sphinx. The color is Sphinx. And I'm really trying when I talk not to like bite my inside of my mouth. I think my jaw has shifted because I've been chewing on this side, and I think it's shifted my jaw. I think that's what the problem is. Yes, hello, Lacey. Did everybody like talking to my husband on TikTok yesterday. He was telling you all about gems and rocks and stones and all of that. And then Dee was like, okay, what's the progress of the house going to be? Ah, he is going to be building our house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He helped his dad sort of build houses when he was younger. He's not like an expert, but he reads a lot of books and watches a lot of YouTube. And so he's going to be building our house. Oh, yarn is pretty. Thank you. The shawl is looking gorgeous. Thank you, Lacey. Yeah, it takes time to do it. And I'm only working on it on my live because I've got so many other projects that I'm working on off my live. My husband watched When Your Hubby. Oh, nice. Oh, yes. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gave my, oh, nice. Oh, awesome. She loves it. Which one? Which color? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, he got off the live and he's like, wow, that's really hard to keep up with all the comments whizzing by. And I said, I know it is because you can only see, I don't know, can you guys see the comments till about here on the phone? Are you guys watching on the phone? Do the comments stop about here? So I can only see from here to here comments. I can't see a whole screen full of comments. Do you guys see comments like up here? Can I buy the one you're working on now? I can hold it for you. I can hold it for you. If you want this one, Donna, I can hold it for you and give you first dibs on it. They stop at your necklace. Okay, so you're seeing about what I'm seeing, yeah. So when a lot of people are like commenting, they will go by faster than you can sort of read them in that little gap. And he was like, wow, that's really hard to view all the comments. And I'm like, yeah. He said, that's hard. He said, I don't want to do that. And I said, you could have a YouTube channel and show your mining and all of that. And he said, you basically work for free. He said, I see the amount of hours that you work and you basically work for free. You're not even getting paid like $1 an hour, he said. Okay, so I will save this for you, Donna, and give you first dibs at it. And then if you don't purchase it, then I will list it. But it's only when it's done. I will show you when it's done and you can buy it when it's done. You can see 10 comments on your phone. Oh, really? Are you guys full screen? Are you guys full screen too? Do you hit the full screen? So you're seeing like my whole screen, right, on your phone. And you can see 10 comments? I can only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about it. Yeah, beautiful colors. And I made a shrug using and it's very light. It's very, very lightweight. So it's not a heavy yarn. It's on the thinner side, so it's not going to be like a heavy, thick one. Yeah, I see about 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little bit of the top one. You work for free now, but once you build it, it won't be free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know some creators make like thousands of dollars. So I did get my paycheck. I got my second paycheck, guys, from YouTube. So my first paycheck, I think I made like, what was it? I can't remember. Something like, I think it was under $200. And I think this paycheck, which was for 2 months, 2 months worth, because they don't make enough to get paid every single month. You have to make $100 a month to get paid, and I didn't make $100. But then I totaled after, I think it was 2 months, my total was over $200. So I'm making a little bit more. You don't use the full screen? Oh, yeah, I think there's a place, if you're watching it on your phone, I think there's like a little square button or something, maybe down here on your phone, guys, that you can click that and it will be the whole screen on your phone instead of just up here. Is there anybody that's watching a vertical up here? I think there's some button that you can push and it will go full vertical on your whole phone, but I could be wrong. When I rewatch my lives, I put it full screen so I can see full screen. But I don't know if the rewatches are different um, than the lives. I'm still learning, and I haven't figured out how to make it vertical. I've got to try that sometime. To turn my phone vertically on my phone and try a vertical live. I don't know if that's better or worse. I would think that the vertical is better because then you can see like the whole phone, right? Boston, is that your name? Is your name Boston spelled like that? Oh my gosh. So I love the name Boston. And I always said if I have another kid, I would name it Boston because I am a Boston Celtics fan like crazy. And I thought that would be so cool to have a kid named Boston. And I've never seen that. I can't see full screen on phone. I can't see or make comments. Really? You can't see any comments or leave a comment? That is weird. You're going to do fine because I'm going to tell the whole world. Oh, thank you. Yeah, please share, guys. If you guys have any crochet friends, please share my channel because I see other people like they'll put a video out and it'll get, 10, 12, 20,000 views like in the first day. And I am struggling to get 500 views in the first day. So not many people know about me. And so I'm just trying to grow on here. I'm trying to make it worth my while. My goal is to get that plaque. I want the 100,000 follower plaque. Now on TikTok, I have almost 65K. I'm only 60 something away from 65K. So if all of those followers would come over here and follow me over here, I'd have over 60,000 followers, but I am not even at 5K here. So I can't even get how much percentage is that? I would love to get more of my TikTok followers over here or find the people that have been on YouTube that haven't known about me to find me. Where did you find all those cool vases? Okay, so Mermaid, we antique. We used to go antiquing all the time and we would find those. Yeah, so those were made from the early 1900s up until maybe the 80s. And the aquamarine color is one of the last colors that they made. And the lilac one is only from oh gosh, I have such a bad memory now. They only made that 1 year. I'm trying to think if it was 1951 or 1961. I almost think it was 1961. And they only made that lilac color for 1 year. And most of it is L.E. Smith, as in Larry Edward Smith or Lewis Edward Smith. And they're antique, they're vintage, and we find them at antique stores. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you guys for subscribing. I appreciate it. And guess what, guys? It's after 12 o'clock. I've got to go feed my daughter's cats. They are hungry little kitties waiting for someone to visit them. So thank you so much, guys, for listening to me blab on about my adoption story. I hope you enjoyed it. You love the reds and oranges? Yeah, I love this colorway. This was a yarn from Joann's that is so beautiful. And guys, yes, if you go on Melody the Glassy Lady, I have an Instagram and I have a TikTok that I have not been on in so long, but they both are all my glass, antiquing, my antique crewels, those vintage artwork that you see on my walls with the yarn, those are crewels. And I have all of my antique thrifting glass on Melody the Glassy Lady on IG and on TikTok. So bye guys. Have a great day. I did. Yep, I did. Yeah, I knew someone was going to buy it. It's just a private label. We used to do it. My husband had a gasket business and we used to private label. We would make all the gaskets and we put all their names on it, the different companies. And so people would think that they made it, but we really made it. It's just private labeling. All right, guys, have a super day and a super weekend, and I'll see you next Tuesday here. Bye, guys. Don't forget to watch and follow. Bye.